the moment that you shared with one of the partners that you were already, or you were going to connect sexually with one of the other men, and that man said, yeah, I would love to do that with other women. It actually triggered this part of you that, wait a second.
This is The Deep Dive with Adam Roa.
Thus begins the question, is monogamy designed for insecure people? And the question of like that trigger is something that I think most people can relate to. Mm-hmm. Most people listening to this, maybe all people listening to this, can understand that feeling of being with someone, especially if you're in love with that person, and the idea of them having sex with someone else being a trigger, being something that's actually triggering and challenging and brings up jealousy, brings up insecurity and all of that. And I think when we look at, the solution to that is monogamy. You just date that one person that you're happy with. Great, amazing. And when you look at statistics on the planet today, monogamy is fading to some degree. There are less and less people who are staying in long-term committed relationships. There are more and more people who are open and or actually practicing alternative styles of relating other than monogamy. And the actual structures of monogamy that have been put in place are, to a large degree, based on a patriarchal society of like legacy and very practical aspects of ownership and family wealth and like all of these things. And so monogamy itself, it wasn't designed, like the actual institution of marriage was not designed from this, like, two people love each other and they just want to commit to themselves through love for all of eternity. That's actually not why marriage and the institution of marriage was designed. And it's not the reasons why marriage in a society has actually been implemented. And so I want to separate those two things a little bit, because I do think that marriage is one aspect and it is different than monogamy. Like marriage is the legal commitment to monogamy. And so what you shared was the insecurity that came up, or the fear that came up, that I think most people can relate to in this way. And it is easier to actually say, let me just be with one person, rather than face the discomfort and the sadness and the fear and all the things of that person sleeping with somebody else.